Hey everyone, so I'm in Dartmoor National Park in the southwest of England, and I'm in a little town in the park called Whitcomb in the Moor, and the church here in town dates back to the 15th century, which is crazy old. Not the oldest thing I've seen, but yeah. And this is my first day here, and the moors look accordingly gloomy. It's been raining on and off all day, and it's pretty misty and foggy. It's supposed to be better over the weekend. Um, yeah, looking forward to exploring my first English national park. Yeah, a lot of the graves in this graveyard are so old, like you can't even read the dates on them anymore. They're so worn down. But there's, going back to the 1700s at least, a lot of them. It's pretty old. A lot of history in this place. So I'm across from the church in Whitcomb, and there's this building behind me, the old forge, which was founded in 200. Not 200 years ago, but the year 200. It just boggles my mind how old things are here. An American, you know, 2, 3, maybe 400 years old stuff, but here it's just like, oh yeah, that building, that's 1800 years old. No big deal. So I'm here outside the gates of Dartmoor Prison of Dartmoor National Park. It's one of the more infamous prisons in England. Um, there are currently 680 prisoners, I believe, in the prison, with over 100 of them being murderers. It's almost like Alcatraz. If they were able to escape the prison, you're still tens of miles from anything in any direction except just open moorland, which is maybe, if you're not prepared for it, would not be very good. Apparently, it was a prisoner of war prison at one point. There's a lot of French and American prisoners of war. So just like in some of the American national parks, the wildlife and livestock are free to roam right with here. There are stone walls, but we have come across some cattle in the road, and here we have behind me some of the wild ponies. There's some more over there. Yeah, so apparently these are wild. There's some more across the street that I'm going to go check out. The cattle all belong to some farmers, and there's also sheep that you'll see in some of the fields. And yeah, it's a beautiful, desolate landscape here that you get some wildlife, so it's neat. So, Dartmoor National Park is known for these structures called tours. This is my first one that I'm visiting. This is Comestone tour, and Dartmoor's very hilly. And a lot of the hills have these doors on top of them, and you can just come right up to them, climb them, and some amazing views from up here. This wild, desolate landscape. There is a lot of old farms, so you can see like fence lines. The fences are all ancient stone walls, basically. So it's dotted with these little farms. It's just a really cool landscape. So now I'm at the top of Hay Tor. And it's not that hard to get to. The car park is just a couple hundred yards down the hill. Easy hike up here, but man, views are amazing. It's hard to see, but you can actually see the sea out in the distance. Yeah, the English Channel. So we've come over to Hound Tor, which is not that far away from where I just was. You can see it right here. That was Hay Tor, where I just was. And slightly different, but equally as breathtaking view from over here. You can see a bit more of the farmland, the pastures over here with the sheep and cattle grazing. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Bit of a drop. A good 70, 80 feet down to the bottom. I love this rock hopping. Kind of easy rock climbing. So I was just up there at Hound Tour, and basically in the shadow of Hound Tour is the remnants of this medieval village, uh, dating back to roughly the 1200s, I believe. Um, and I guess some of the history of what they think happened was they made a village, and then they kind of, I guess the weather changed and they ran out of resources and moved on. So all that's left now is basically the foundations. So that, like, the bottom part of the walls, which are, no more than 4 feet tall. And I guess they were originally 7 or 8 feet tall with thatched roofs. And yeah, I'd be curious to see what this would have looked like back in the day. So yeah, it's interesting. You can still see, um, where the doors were and individual rooms and the outlines of the individual buildings. All right, so we're back on the other side of Hound Tour, just up on the hill there, and we have this structure here, which is we believe is a burial crypt of some kind that would have had a stone structure around it. And it's just in the middle of the moor here. We're probably a quarter mile from that village we were just in, so I think this predates even that, like possibly BC. So this would have been an old structure, an ancient structure to the people that lived in that village. Everything's old here. So now I'm in Bellover Forest in Dartmoor. Most of Dartmoor is fairly treeless, but in this area there's actually pine forest. The trees are quite large here, so it kind of stands out amongst the mostly barren moors that are around. And all the woods have this carpet of moss. Gives it this kind of cool, almost like something you'd see in a fantasy movie kind of look. It's really neat. Right, so I'm on the edge of the woods here at Bellover Forest, and the river here, there's believe it or not, that's the newer bridge. And over here is the old bridge. So this style of bridge is called a clapper bridge, and these are ancient. I'm not sure exactly how far back they go, but they are old, and it's just a couple big solid slabs of granite going over the bridge. The middle one is missing, so you can't walk over it anymore, but you do have the newer bridge here to get across.
So the woods do just kind of abruptly start. So here's the woods behind me, and it's like open moorland, and then it suddenly isn't. There's just this, thick pine forest with the mossy ground, and it's cool, but it's like, where does this come from?
Alright, so behind me is the Warren House Inn in the middle of Dartmoor. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, actually. It actually predates the road that it's on. It used to just be pack horses that would come by and stop here for a drink and some food. Yeah, so it's really kind of stunning to just sit here and have a drink at the pub and look out at the moors. It's pretty busy today, so we sat outside. But yeah, this was really neat. And inside, there's a fireplace, a hearth that supposedly the fire has never been allowed to go out for since the 1800s. That's the story. I don't know how true it is. Alright, so I'm at what will probably be my last stop in Dartmoor National Park, and that is Buckfast Abbey. It's an abbey from about the 1800s, and it was founded by a order of Benedictine monks. So it was not for a general congregation, it was for the monks primarily. Alright, so I'm going to sign off on this video from my cousin's house, actually. They actually live in the national park in Dartmoor, which is a little different than they do things in the US. There are actually towns inside the park that people live in, and this is their view out the back window. So they can actually see some of the moors over their hedgerow. So yeah, this has been a great couple days exploring Dartmoor and the surrounding areas, and I really hope to get back here at some point. And so I'm going to wrap it up here, and if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.